So I have to bring this up just because he's going to get mad. And we talked about this with Pascal, but the shot,
Yeah.
Kawhi's shot, when it was happening, what was your initial thought once the ball was inbounded?
Well, I mean, a couple things. Like, I felt okay, like, about the whole situation, right? I mean, I think that that series was a toss up. I mean, obviously, right? 7 games. And I'd kind of figured that we'd played well, right? It was a weird series. There was a couple really bad games in there. They'd blow us out. We'd blow them out. They'd blow us up. Then there was some great games. I thought in that particular game, I was okay if it went to overtime. I thought we had a good feel of the game. So when he came off there, it was okay. I mean, I was just hoping he was going to squeeze something off and not. He'd had a bunch of looks this year, and he hadn't really made many, and he was due to get lucky on one. And lucky did he get.
There was actually a shot early in the season, maybe December, against the Portland Trailblazers, where he was shooting over a smaller player. He wasn't shooting over Joel, and he was probably at 15, 16 feet and not 20 feet at the end of the game, and it went in. Very similar shot. The guy has an unnatural spin on the ball or something because both of those shots looked like they were going to be short.
Yep, he does. He really, I mean, you've seen the size of his hands, I'm sure, and the strength in them and the way he snaps his wrist. I mean, he literally gets all his shooting power just, I would say a lot of the force is right there in his wrists and fingers. Makes that thing really turn.
One of the things when you first became the head coach, and certainly in your time as an assistant with the Raptors, one of the things you guys tried to do was shoot more threes. And I had a long conversation with Draymond last week just about the evolution of three-point shooting in the NBA. And I played on that Magic team that made the finals, 4 out, 1 in. The previous iteration of that was the Phoenix Suns. If you look at those teams now and the amount of threes we shot, we'd be last in the league.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's crazy.
Crazy.
And Steph certainly is a supernova. He's one of one, a generational talent. But the league, by and large, is now heavy on attacking the rim and shooting threes. Offensively, do you see the next evolution of offensive basketball, or is it just small tweaks? Are we in this sort of 3-point revolution for a long time?
Yeah, I mean, I think so, for sure. I think that everybody is now on board. You talk about where you guys would place, and it was outlandish the number you shot, and now it'd be like, even like the pace of the game. The Suns, remember the run and gun Suns with Nash? They'd be 30th in pace right now. Because when there's 2 teams going, it changes. But I think so. I mean, I think that we're going to see the high volume of threes, but I do see a little bit of a movement back of certain teams to continue to work for the non-paint twos. And I think that, I thought last year was the biggest change in regular season physicality, not very much of it, to playoff physicality, a lot of it. And then all of a sudden, well, what happens? Guys can't beat guys off the dribble so easy, which means not as much paint shrinkage, and then not as many kickouts are there, and guys are back on them. The number of made threes in the playoffs was down considerably to the regular season. It always is, but so I do think that the physicality gets back into the game a bit, and you can't do anything but shoot the non-paint twos. You got to get it to your guys that can score buckets and get out of the way.